Hello, I'm Lauren, and today I'm back for my third Jones Road Beauty review. Today we're going to be talking about the new face brushes, the face stick, and some new eyeliners that I picked up. So I'm going to link down below all of the stuff that's already on my face. I really don't have a lot on. I've got a little bit of a moisturizer. I did my brows already, and I lined my lips and used some of the Dusty Rose Miracle Balm on them. So what we're going to start with today is this face stick, which now if you've used Bobbi Brown Cosmetics, her previous line, you might remember Bobbi likes things in a stick form, all right? There were the art sticks before that had different rouge hues that you could use on your cheeks, on your lips. I personally love pencil style products because they cut down on, you know, non-eco-friendly waste like plastics and things like that. So I'm really a big fan of something with wood shavings as opposed to more plastic. The cap is plastic, but I appreciate this, all right? I think it's a very eco-friendly choice. So with these pencils, I believe there are 25 shades total, and they're a pretty diverse range. My shade is shade 9, and they have like a shade matching tool to help you choose your shade. I plugged in probably like 4 or 5 different foundations that ranged from when I'm a little bit deeper in skin tone to more fair like I am right now. And it gave me the same shade every single time, which is shade 9. And then when I saw some of the models online, I was kind of nervous because I was like, I'm the same color as her, I think, but her shade is like way lighter than shade 9. But then I got it and I kind of tested it out just a little bit to see if it would match, and it actually does. So I'm going to go ahead and start applying this on my under eyes. And I have to say, what I really liked when I was playing with this a little bit earlier is that it really blends out seamlessly like skin. And I really love this type of product right now because you don't have to have like a full face of foundation. You really can kind of selectively cover where you need it. And it kind of functions like a concealer, but the way that this blends out, it's kind of like Merit in my opinion, where it doesn't take a lot of work and effort to really get it where you want it. I also really like this because it doesn't have coconut oil in it, which I love the Westman Atelier stick, but I really can't use it around my nose and mouth because it kind of makes my perioral dermatitis start flaring up. Not a fan of that. So I'm gonna go in first. I'm gonna go in first with this little like detailing precision brush. And what I like so much about these brushes in particular is they've really got a nice soft amount of flex. They've got a good shape to them. You can really get in there for detail and precision work. Shocker. I really loved Bobbi's old brushes from her line. I actually still have quite a few of them. The woman knows brushes. She's a makeup artist. Like, she knows what to, you know, what tools you need for the job. So I was really excited when I saw that they were launching some brushes because I had a feeling if they were anything like her last line that they would be really good. So as you can see, this really is easy to blend out. I mean, granted, I am well moisturized right now, but I will say, like, I've had some, see if I can get close in here. I've had some kind of dry, flaky skin because I've been using a retinol. And this doesn't seem to really cling to any of those patches, which is really nice. So now that I've done more of these kind of tight areas around my nose and my eyes, I'm going to switch over to the bigger brush that they launched, more of this like foundation paddle. And you can see what I like about this one, very similar to the smaller detailing brush. This also has some good flex to it, but it's not like flat pancakey, the way that some of these like flat foundation brushes can be. You can kind of bounce it on the skin to blend out. I really like both of these brushes, and I can see myself reaching for them a lot. I'll have to try them with some other products, like, you know, different liquids and things like that to see how they perform. But with the face stick pencil, I really like how these blend out everything. It looks really nice. I've also seen some footage of Bobbi using these to apply the Miracle Balm on the cheeks. So I'm going to give that a go. That's really pretty though. What I like about this a lot is that it has a very skin-like finish. Because I'm using a retinol right now, I am getting a little more redness right through the center of my face. So I'm going to do a little more coverage all through this area. Kind of see how that builds up too. But yeah, it's not really like clinging to anything, and it has just a very natural finish. Feels really nice too. It's not like heavy or cakey feeling, because I know sometimes like when you have a cream product or any type of pencil, they can feel kind of waxy and heavy, but this really does not feel that way at all. Before I go in with some of that Miracle Balm, what I'm going to do is add on a little tiny bit of cheek color. I talked about this in one of my videos before, but the Miracle Balms just don't have, at least Dusty Rose. I love the color of Dusty Rose. It doesn't have enough pigment though. It's more balm than pigment. And so for me to really get the color payoff that I want, I have to build it up to where the balm is a little too thick on my cheeks. So I'm just going to tap on a little bit of a cream blush for some extra color before we go in with that Miracle Balm. I do like the shade Dusty Rose a lot though, as more of like a highlight. And like I said earlier, I have this on my lips as well right now, and I really, really like this color. I think it's really pretty, but for a blush color, it's just not enough for me. So let's grab, here we go. And you can tell it's quite well loved. I'm just gonna kind of dust off any extra product on here. These don't really seem to pick up a ton of product like after you've applied it, which is kind of nice. They kind of squish the product into your skin. So what I'm gonna do is kind of dip this into here, get some on the brush, and kind of see what this does. I'll use it as a highlight and kind of blend it in as a cheek color as well. It does have some pigment, it's just not as much as I would like, but look how, that's such a pretty like glow to the skin. I'll do a little bit over here. This is a nice way to apply the Miracle Balms. I like how that feels. It's just meant to be very natural and soft and you know, dewy. I like this. I will have to wash that brush though, because it's definitely got some Miracle Balm on it now. Doesn't seem to pick up the pencil, but if you're gonna dip it into the Miracle Balm, you're gonna need to wash that before you go and apply the rest of your makeup. Very pretty though. I think that the face stick is something that I'll probably reach for quite a bit. Stick around in the next couple of days, weeks. I will be doing a comparison video of similar products. So like the Merit Beauty, the Westman Atelier. And I have another like stick form product that I'm also gonna use. But that is very pretty. I really like that. I love those brushes. Those are awesome. I think that these are really, really great. I don't really have anything flat like this anymore. A lot of my brushes nowadays are like very domed and like, but I actually really like how this, you can kind of hug up in there compared to like, I love my dome brushes, but like they just don't fit quite the same. They fit a little bit differently. I think that it's gonna kind of be just dependent upon my mood, what I'm gonna grab for. But I really, really like this, and especially because you can get really, really tight up in there. That's great. Okay, now I had the best pencil before in black. So I'm gonna do some swatches on my hand, and then I'm also gonna play on the eyes so you can get an idea of what they're like. So this is the black one. And they just launched the brown one. And what's really nice about that brown is it's like it's a very cool toned brown. It doesn't have like red undertones, how some brown pencils can. And then this is the navy, and I don't know what it was about it, but like when I saw it, I just thought it was so pretty. It's a very deep navy. It's not like a denim blue. It's a navy blue, true navy. I mean, it's dark, almost like the black, but it's got that kind of cooler tone, and I think that'll be really, really pretty, I think, with my eyes. So we'll have to play around with that. And then this last pencil was kind of a wild card. I didn't really initially think I wanted it, and then I saw like one of the shoot photos, and it's like the silver one. I love that. I don't know, it's just so different and kind of a wild card in this collection. You've got some really basic colors, and then you've got like this really blingy like silver. I don't know, I just thought that was really, really fun. So yeah, what I want to do today for my eye look is to use the navy and silver pencils. I feel like that kind of works with my outfit. We're just going to roll with that. And I'm going to just really like smudge them out a whole bunch, almost like an eyeshadow type effect. And we will go from there. I did just lightly powder the center of my face during that brief pause because I get very oily and dewy and balmy as the day goes on. I mean, the outside of my face I didn't powder, and you can still see I definitely have some glow going on, so I didn't completely kill that out. But I just need a little teeny tiny bit of powder for me and my personal liking. So I'm going to take this navy pencil, and what I'm going to do is go in on this outside edge here, and we're just really going to kind of build it up and use it almost like an eyeshadow. I'm going to go in with my finger and just really softly smudge it out. I just want it to be kind of a smoky navy effect with a little bit more pigmentation close to my lash line. So that's kind of cool. Like I've got this like soft navy wash all over my lid, and then I just kind of built it up a little bit more close to the lash line. This is why I love pencils. Like they give you a lot of versatility and you don't really need a lot of skill. You don't need a brush, and they're pretty eco-friendly. So we're going to repeat that on the other eye, and then I'm going to pop in some of that silver. Okay, so now let's go in with that silver pencil, and I'm going to do a very similar technique where I'm going to put it more on the inner corners, kind of blend it out a little bit, and just use my fingers. Nothing too complicated. That's something I love so much about Jones Road Beauty, is that everything is really, really easy to use. Boom, there it is. I love that. That is super duper pretty. I like these pencils because they're just really basic. Like they're not fussy. You have some time to work with them. And I really love that it's a true wood pencil. A lot of companies now are using plastic, which just feels terrible to sharpen, might I add. But I just love a classic wood pencil. I think they're really, really versatile and they're more eco-friendly. I love how that looks though. It was so easy to do. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm actually, because my eyelids tend to get kind of oily, I'm just gonna quickly just boop, 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 pop a little tiny powder, mostly on my brow bone, and then just a teeny tiny underneath to kind of stop smudging. And then I'm actually gonna pop on a little bit of this Jones Road Beauty mascara as well, because it's incredible. I feel like I rave about it all the time, and for good reason. I love so much about this mascara, and I've mentioned this before, is that I don't need an eyelash curler with it. It just has the best shape for lifting my eyelashes. I mean, my eyelashes, they're not stick straight. I do have a little bit of curl to them naturally, but this just really does everything for me. And it's just so dang dramatic. I love it. I mean, like, just look at this. One coat. Look how amazing and just stunning that is. I am absolutely infatuated with this mascara. I thought that I put another one in my cart before I ordered because I don't want to be without this mascara ever. Apparently I forgot to add it to my cart. I thought that they forgot to put it in my order. That was my fault. It's just the best mascara. I mean, oh, it's so perfect. So I did have a little bit of smudging. I kind of bumped on my eyelid. So what I do, just let that dry, take a spoolie. Please note, this is an old Bobbi Brown brush. It's the eyebrow defining brush, which I've had forever and I love it. Like again, like what I said, I was so excited to try her new brushes. So you just take that spoolie and you find your little mistakes and you just dust them right off. It's absolutely genius. And that way you don't use a Q-tip and you're not like taking off your eye makeup. And this just, it just completely flakes all these little mascara bumps right off. And for the most part, completely leaves your eye makeup unharmed. All right, so this is my face. So like warm underneath these lights. Oh! But I feel very, very cute. I feel like the best version of myself. I feel a little bit glam, which I love. I just have to say, like, I have been so, so happy and impressed by the launches from Jones Road Beauty. I feel like every single day I reach for something out of this collection. I've just been so, so happy with it, and I can't wait to see what else they launch. And I kind of didn't mention this in the beginning of my video because I was so excited to jump right in, but like, you know, a lot of their stuff does come in pencil form, and because of the wood, I do feel like that's more eco-friendly than a bunch of plastics. But the other thing that I want to mention that I think is really great is that a lot of their stuff that they mail in is more eco-friendly as well. Like, this is what the brushes came in, and it's just like a little, like, paper sleeve, you know? Like, I love to see that. It's, you know, less heavy. It's going to be a little bit, you know, easier to ship. It's not plastic. Same thing with like the cardboard. I'm a really big fan with the direction that Jones Road Beauty started with, and also kind of the direction they seem to be going. I will be very curious to see if they launch any type of like face stick pencils that have some pigment. I would love that. That would be great. But we'll see. I don't really know. They're kind of, you know, kind of just slowly rolling things out. I say slowly. It feels slow. It really hasn't been. I think, when did they launch? Like November? And we're already moving into some face products. But I do like this face stick a lot, the face pencil. I just feel like, oh my God, I'm so red. I just feel like it's really easy to use. You can build it up for more of that concealer type coverage. You can get a little bit more of like a foundation type coverage. It's just really, really nice and easy to use. And I think that this kind of product is really smart right now with everybody wearing masks. Like, it's not fun to have like a full face of foundation and then put a mask on over that, right? Like, I think this is just such a smart launch right now. And also, it's just very Bobbi Brown, and I really appreciate this type of product. These brushes are fab. Like, just the way that they feel on the skin is so nice. It's a good weight overall. They're not super heavy, and I just think they're really cute with like kind of this like really, really pale pink in the Jones Road. And then the pencils. You saw, I was able to create a whole eye look, kind of the smoky eye effect with that really fun pop of silver that really just kind of brightens up the eye and opens it up. I didn't need any brushes. And I know that these wear well because I have the black one and I know it'll wear all day. And the nice thing about these pencils is that you can really build up the opacity to the level that you want. You can really smudge it out if you want to, but you can also make it a lot more deep, close to the lash line, which I really, really like. So now that we've got this whole full face on, I'm gonna wear it for the rest of the day, and we will check back in tonight. All right, so we're here for our end of day check-in before I wash my face. And for the face pencils, I feel like I'm a little glowy. If I were going and doing something important, I would definitely blot this down and maybe powder just a little tiny bit, but I don't mind the overall glow factor. I think it's really pretty and radiant. I would best describe the face pencil as like a medium buildable coverage. You can definitely build it up to be more like a concealer. It's never going to be as heavy as like the Tarte Shape Tape or like the Huda Overachiever Concealer. It's just not going to give you that level of coverage. But if you're looking for something medium, buildable, very natural looking, just to look like the best version of yourself without completely like erasing your face, I think this is a great pick. And I'm personally a big fan of this type of product with mask wearing right now. I think it's great. The eyeliners, you know, they do get a little creasy, and that's to be expected. I don't mind like a somewhat lived in look. Like, that's totally cool with me. I've still got some pigment there. It looks like a shadow still. That was just a really fun kind of experiment to test the longevity, especially because I can tend to have somewhat oily eyelids. I love how that shimmer looks too. It's so, so pretty. Another hit from Jones Road Beauty. I'm honestly not surprised. I really loved those brushes as well. So I will definitely have to play with those a little bit more. And, you know, you'll see more of this stuff in my reviews and in my demos and on my Instagram. So if you enjoyed this video, if it was helpful for you, please make sure to like and subscribe. That helps other people find my channel, increases my visibility, and then I can continue to bring you these types of videos and reviews. So thank you for watching. I will see you next time. Bye.